All right, so Travels with Dottie here, and we have a double bonus because we have Sally fourth and Kit.
Hi guys.
And so if you guys have been keeping up with Sally, she broke her foot stepping out of a rig at another campsite, and she's on crutches, and it's kind of a rough little time for you, isn't it?
Kinda.
But she's gonna Kit, who is the cutest little dog in the entire world, has very sharp nails.
Yes, he does.
And he gets excited and he jumps up on Sally, and he drew some blood recently. So we're going to get the nails clipped at, what's it called on Keene Street? Something Paws?
Pet Patio.
Pet Patio. Which, if you guys will recall, I had Dottie's nails done at the beginning of the season, and I left without pain, if you remember that video. Or if you're not familiar with it, I did a whole long interview with the owner and showed everything, and one of the first comments was, you know, Rob, you did the video, it was real nice, it was all real time. Did you realize you never paid that woman? And I went, oh my God. It was true, I did pay her. And I wanted to pay the next day, and of course they thought it was hysterical. I think it was $10. If they do it by size, Kid will be $2.
Or if they do it by attitude, he'll be $200.
Oh yeah, I meant to ask you that. So Kit is a how do we say this? It takes Kit a long time to acclimate to human beings. It took me full 24 hours where Kit wasn't viewing me as the enemy. 24 hours of gently exposing myself, and now I'm one of Kit's best friends, other than his mom. But I was going to ask you, what's the scenario with someone doing this?
Well, interestingly, I mean, I do it generally about every 4 weeks at PetSmart all over the country. Mm-hmm. And I think because they're able to restrain him, it's not all that difficult. And so usually he's fine for it. Every once in a while, we had one time where he just had a bad vibe with the gal that was going to do it, and we couldn't get it done. I had to go to a different PetSmart in another town. But every time else, it's been absolutely fine. So I'm hopeful. I can't do it myself.
All right, so I'm going to switch to the driving view because I don't want to hear the complaints.
Well, it's you they don't want to see, Rob. They might want to see Kit.
That's true.
Because he is the cutest dog in the universe.
I don't know if you could see Dottie. I don't think you could see Dottie, but Dottie is here. She's in the back seat. So Dottie and Kit are both here in the car, and we're headed into Quartzsite to Pet Patio, Keene Street.
And I'll give a shameless plug for my channel. If you want to see how Kit really does acclimate to people after a little time, watch my video that came out yesterday, I think, about 2 weeks at Seboyas Lake. There were 3 couples camped here that he became best friends with. Now, of course, all of them were feeding him for a good solid 2 days of tasty tidbits. But after 2 days, he was much more interested in being in their camp than mine. And they took us traveling to see the Golden Road, and Kit basically spent 2 weeks off leash in northern Maine. It was awesome.
So I'm surprised Sally's willing to ride in the car with me today, because she has been referring to me as her crack dealer. Would you care to explain that?
Well, sure. So shortly after I arrived in Quartzsite from the rescue mission enacted by our friends Barb and Lisa, so Lisa had an appointment in Tucson, and Barb came with her and then drove my rig back here to Quartzsite for me. And a day or so later, Rob came over and he said, "Hey, I want to see that VR headset thing you've got." And he put it on his head and checked it out. And just doing the tutorial, in less than 5 minutes, I think, you were on Amazon ordering the Quest 3, the newest version.
Right.
Which
is newer version than what you have.
Yeah,
right?
I have the Quest 2. Yeah, just to be clear. Because I've had mine for a couple of years, and I have absolutely loved it. The thing is great. And it took about a week for it to get here. You finally unboxed it yesterday afternoon, and then couldn't wait to come over this morning and have me put it on my head so I could see just how much better it is than mine again. Now, the reason that I refer to Rob as my crack dealer is last year, by the way, the camera that you're going to be watching this on when the video comes out is called the Osmo Pocket 3.
Yes.
So last year, Rob talked me into buying an Osmo Pocket 3. Not in my budget, not what I was planning on, but once again, once I saw it, I had to have it. I love new tech. What can I say? So I am resisting the urge to buy the Quest 3 at this point, although it has been on my wish list for a while now. So
like a good drug dealer, I brought it over and I said, just
take a taste.
Just a taste for free.
Yeah.
It's free. Just
No
take
charge.
a taste. No charge. Enjoy yourself.
Yeah.
That was my evil laugh, if you haven't figured that out. All right, here we are at Kuhn Street. We're going to make a left here into Tyson Wells. And I always like to, people that have been watching me for a while get kind of bored with my often repeated things. But I got to be aware of people that are new. And Kuhn Street is, the significance of it is it goes into an area called Tyson Wells, which includes, if you've heard of the Big Tent Show in January, it's on this property. It's for like 8 days in January. It's long over. The Big Tent's down, but they have lots of other vendors here in tents. And Pet Patio is one of them. And it's not terribly busy this time of year, so we're hoping to get a close parking space to Pet Patio. It's up here on the left. And up there you see on the left the RV park. It says RV Park and Marketplace and Tyson Wells, that green and red, and that's an iconic sign here. And I remember when I first saw it being like starstruck by it, because I'd seen it so many times on RV or TV on Russ's channel. And I think we're going to get pretty damn lucky here.
Looks like.
Yeah, this is. I don't think we're going to do much better.
No, I think if we go right by the gate here,
yeah,
and then I don't have to walk too far.
She's right down there. All right, we leave plenty of space. So I'm going to leave this running for Dottie, and I'll take Kit on this side. Kit, come on.
Come on, up.
Come on, Kit. Up here.
Go
Over
see
here.
Rob.
Come on.
Go see Rob.
Going outside. Come on, Kit. Come on, Kit.
Go with Rob. I'm coming too.
Come on.
Did you turn the camera off?
No.
Do you want?
So I am sitting here at Mean Maggie's waiting for sandwiches for Sally and I. Gourmet grilled cheese sandwiches that are just, they're amazing. When I deliver them, I'll show you what they look like. As you can see, the footage that you saw with me talking over it was footage that Sally shot while I was holding Kit, and we got those nails trimmed. After we eat our sandwiches in the car, Sally just couldn't make it here. It's really hard for her to get around. It's quite painful. So she's waiting in the car. I'll bring her sandwiches. We'll eat the sandwiches. Then we will go and get me another 6 gallons of water, and then we'll head back to camp unless Sally wants to, get something at the grocery store. I can run in for her, and we'll just see what this brings us. See you in a minute.
All right.
If I can have some of this footage, it'd be great, because I'm not going to be able to film.
No, because you're going to be busy holding him. So here we are at Pet Patio with Carrie.
Okay.
You're okay, Kit.
Okay, Kit.
Kit's a little scared.
Kit's always a little scared.
It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. That's a. Whoops. It's okay. Kit.
You can do it, Kit.
We got this. We got this.
Good boy. That's a good boy, Kit.
Keep flying through.
Good job, Kit.
Good boy.
Good job, Carrie. He's got one of his rear dew claws doubled.
Interesting that he has the rear dew claws.
And he's been breaking the skin on Mom.
A lot.
Get those points off of there.
Look at
All right,
that.
see,
What a
was
good
so
boy.
easy. Let's try some back toesies.
What a good boy.
Good boy.
Yeah. We've only ever gotten very small snippets through the little bubble hole at PetSmart before when you get this done.
And I'm using cat nail clippers because the nails are tiny and I can get closer
Oh,
to
good.
the quick with the cat nail clipper.
That's a great idea. Will he need to be ground or are they going to be pretty smooth?
As soon as they walk on this type of dirt after, 20 minutes or so, they kind of round themselves out.
So no clawing me for at least 20 minutes of walking,
Exactly. There's your double teeth.
Are you hungry?
I can always eat.
Me Maggie's is right down.
Yes, it is.
Well, Cheryl and I went to Mean Maggie's like right after I got here. It was pretty good.
Oh, yeah. Maggie's is good. She's very mean. The story is, I think it was her brother when they were little.
I know.
You're okay, Kit.
It's okay, Kit.
Kit,
it's
Kit,
okay,
Kit.
It's
I
okay.
knew that was gonna. They were.
Hey,
It's okay,
hey,
it's okay, Kit.
hey.
It's all right.
Kit,
You're okay.
settle
Here you
down.
go.
Good boy.
Boy.
Yeah, it's a good boy. You have
I
more to
knew
do.
you weren't gonna be happy about that.
Was that the double?
That was the double. They're grown together, so
Yeah.
it was a tough cut. All right, last flip. I know. Maybe I should have done that. You're okay. You're okay.
It's okay, Kit. It's all right, Kit. Good boy. It's a good boy, Kit.
Good boy.
Good boy. Yeah, it's a good boy.
Is this last paw?
Last pause.
Hey, Kit, you're showing your ass.
You're all done, Kit?
All right.
Did you get it all done?
So
Do you want another treat?
Here, he didn't eat the treat, so let's go maybe out of
Put
the
him
tent.
down.
You think we'll eat it now? I think we're a little too nervous here.
That, I know what that lady
So
did to me.
maybe
No
outside.
Cujo.
Here,
No
let's-
Cujo.
Come on, Cujo. So I just got back, and this is my sandwich, and I'd show you Sally's, but she already ate it.
Everybody.
So she has turkey, avocado, pepper jack and Swiss. I have bacon, avocado, tomato, and Swiss.
Some good-looking sandwiches right
And
there.
Sally has a
Huckleberry lemonade.
huckleberry lemonade. And Kit, you got nothing.
Yep, you got
Dottie?
nothing.
You got nothing, Dottie. Sorry.
Nothing for the puppy dogs.
All right, we have finished our lunch.
Thank you, Rob.
You're welcome. And we. So one of the things that I think, part of it's my medication, but part of it's getting older. I don't eat as much, which is a good thing.
At one time.
At one time. And both Sally and I were satisfied with one half a sandwich. So guess what?
Dinner.
A dinner, which means the very expensive gourmet sandwiches actually aren't that bad when you cover, the more meals I can cover with something I buy when I eat out, the better I feel about laying out the cash.
Yeah, I did a thing not terribly long. I did a video not terribly long ago. I got a 2-meat dinner at Cracker Barrel a couple of months back now. But I got a 2-meat dinner, so I got chicken and I got meatloaf. And I ate the chicken one night with half of a baked potato that came with it. And I ate the meatloaf the next night with the other half of the baked potato. But I got macaroni and cheese as my second side, plus the biscuits. So I had biscuits for breakfast 2 days. I had 2 meals out of the main meal. And then I took the macaroni and cheese and I added a can of tuna fish and chopped up some bell pepper and onions and tomatoes and made tuna noodle casserole that was 3 more meals.
Wow, that's so. What did the
7 meals
cost?
for one.
So what did that cost per meal come out to?
Well, it was $16 to get 7 meals.
So that's like $2.50 a meal.
Yeah, pretty daggone cheap. And a lot of variety. Because a lot of people complain about eating the same thing over and over.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind doing that at all. It doesn't bother me to do that. But, I thought the tuna noodle casserole idea was kind of genius.
Yeah.
And especially being able to turn it into that many more meals. And as a nomad and on a travel day, not having to, cook macaroni in order to make tuna noodle casserole.
Right.
Just time saving, money saving, all that stuff.
It looks like they're maybe taking down a temporary tower. They're doing something up there.
Maybe it's repair.
But I heard there are temporary towers here.
Really?
But that doesn't look like a temporary tower to me. That looks like
No, that looks pretty permanent. So where are we going now?
So I need to get water.
Cool.
So, and on the way back out, I need to stop at the dollar store. When I went shopping, do you not have your seatbelt on?
Oh, sorry.
I need to stop at the dollar store. I forgot to buy mayonnaise, and I'm scraping the bottom of the jar.
Maybe check egg prices in there too, just out of curiosity.
Yeah.
You got yours at Roadrunner or Coyote?
Roadrunner was $9.99 for a dozen jumbo.
Wow. Well, that's jumbo.
Yeah.
Oh, Snowbird Cafe. What happened to the ice cream shop?
It's still there, and Snowbird Cafe is like a little trailer or something back there. I haven't tried it.
Huh. Yeah, there's lots of stuff for me to try. Of course, I've eaten out twice since I've been here, and both times it's been me Maggie's.
Well, it's tough to beat her sandwiches here.
Yep. Yeah, I definitely want to do the Chinese restaurant in the Stagecoach at some point. I can take or leave ×3. I have had pizza at Silly Hal's, so I'll want to get a pizza from Outback before I leave town. And I haven't ever been to the Mountain Quail Cafe, have you?
Yes.
And what do you think?
Multiple times. Very, very good.
That's what I hear, but I've never been there, so I'd like to go there too. Oh, and where's the DG Market?
Down the other side of the opposite end of Main Street.
I was going to say, I guess I'll find out, because that's where we're going, right?
Well, I wasn't going to, but I'll take you down there so you can see it, and I'll go in and check the prices there. They're probably more apt to have eggs than like the Dollar General
I
that we just
assumed
passed.
that was where you were going.
No,
So-
but we can do it. No filming allowed in there, though. Corporate policy. And that's all of Dollar General.
Interesting. I think they'd have difficulty enforcing that.
They do, and I found out about it because they enforce it. Campulance man was in there, and they stopped him and asked him to stop filming.
Huh.
That's how I found out about the policy. Then I went in and talked to the manager, and really nice lady, and she said, yeah, it's a corporate policy, and they're real serious about it, and we don't have any latitude to grant permission.
I don't know, it kind of seems like not allowing filming wouldn't necessarily be in their best interest.
Well, there was a lot of controversy around them recently about pricing on the shelves being different from the register, and I think they got sued, and I'm betting they they're kind of have a little fear of that kind of thing, is my guess. So they would be susceptible to, even innocent mistakes. Someone was filming and made the claim. So I guess I get it. But any private business has the right to do that, and I respect it.
Yep.
So we're just sitting here waiting for a guy to fill his water, which means there's water. Sometimes I come up here and it's empty, which is kind of a bummer. So, I don't know, can you see Dottie? Yeah, I think you can see Dottie in the picture. Right? Here. Yeah, you can see Dottie, and you can see Kit.
Because he's the cutest kid. He's the cutest kid. Yes, he is. What do you think of this, or maybe you haven't had the experience, with iPhone telling you your screen's too close and then it won't let you do anything until you get your phone moved far enough away from you?
I have no idea what that is.
Probably because you wear glasses.
Screen's too close?
Yeah, so like I don't have readers on, so I've got to like kind of squint kind of close to be able to see it. And then it complains to me that I'm holding the screen too
How
close.
Interesting.
Yeah, and it won't let me finish like I was just texting.
You turn that off?
I don't know.
I bet you can.
I would hope so, actually, because it's pretty annoying. I should put glasses on and check that out sometime. I recommend the Huckleberry Lemonade. None for you. None for you. It's an interesting looking truck bed thing.
I wonder how much, there's another, it looks like there's a second hose going from his container into the back there.
Yeah, it does.
I wonder if he's filling more than just, he could be here a little while.
Well, isn't there a hose on the other side of the kiosk?
No.
Just the one?
Just the one.
And is this one still giving extra water?
Yep. So just about 7 gallons.
Is that why you still use this one?
Oh, of course. If I can save a quarter and brag about it the rest of the day. But I'll drop $700 on a VR thing that I've played for 15 minutes.
But you're happy with it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interested in seeing how long you stay engaged with it.
I'm curious as to the same thing, because I've had a VR thing before.
Oh yeah? What'd you have?
I can't remember, but I sold it very quickly.
Well, if you decide you're bored with this one,
I will. But it was before I retired. I had an ice cream machine that I wasn't using, and in the VR thing. So it had to have been about 4 or 5 years ago, so it probably wasn't very good. But they both sold right away, and the people that got the ice cream machine, I didn't go in and clean it, and I didn't realize I did, and they were saying I'm pretty disappointed at how grungy it was, and I was mortified, so I just refunded them their whole thing and just said keep it. I bet that tank is attached to a pump or something in there.
probably.
Yeah.
And now he's going to walk over and talk to you.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I've got to finish drawing that other 5 gallons into my barrel. Do you need me to move so you get water?
Can I walk up there with my thing?
Yeah, absolutely,
Okay.
yeah.
All right, I'll do that. I'll do
wanna
that.
turn the camera
Yeah,
off
go
or-
ahead.
And head to DG Market. Whoa, he's going fast.
Yeah.
And he, do you see the look he gave me? Like
Yeah.
that was my, like that was my fault. He was going fast.
Kind of, for a parking lot.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely. But there are people that look at that footage and say, well, Rob, you might want to think about looking first before you start pulling out. Might want to consider that.
I had, for the first time ever, because we've talked about how people tickle your driving skills.
Yeah.
I had somebody say, did you blow through that stop sign at about minute 3:26? And I went back and looked, and no, I did not. I was still sitting there at minute 4:02. Thank heaven. Because I have been known to do a Hollywood stop or two.
Well, and there are people too that if you have someone in front of you at a stop sign and they're over the line, people overshoot it,
Right.
and they go, you get to go. You don't have to pull up to where they were and come to a full stop. You're already if you're at a full stop on the line.
At the designated stopping point, yes. You've already completed your stop.
Right. So, but I've gotten called out for that.
Well, and the other one that gets me is a motorcycle safety instructor for several decades. There was all this argument in Nevada about what constitutes a full stop. And a lot of people would say, you've got to be stopped for 3 full seconds in order for it to count. No, you do not. The definition of a stop is cessation of forward movement, which is why they're taught to look at tires.
Well, the cop told me that what they are trained to look at in a car won't work on a motorcycle, but a car is when you come to a full stop, the body of the car bumps a little bit.
And the hood dips.
So they look for that little shake in the body of the car. And if it doesn't shake, then they call it a rolling stop. And I found that out from a cop who, when I was a little kid, he pulled over my father. And my father was trying to claim he stopped, and the cop explained the whole thing to him. And it got my dad to not say anything after that.
Yeah, and I think I'd argue on that one, because you can apply your brakes and create that shimmy without coming to a full stop. Which is why I think the tire not moving is a more reliable indicator.
But I guess if you're a certain distance away, you might not be able to see that. But you can see the car do that. And after I heard it, in driving, I noticed it's absolutely true. It's a product of the suspension where your tires stop, but your car actually keeps going.
Right. And the thing that I think is most important when driving is to be alert and aware and drive
You see
according to
the little
circumstances.
bump I did there?
Yeah. And I felt those little toenails dig in. Alright, so we're going from one end of Quartzsite to the other. Did this RV lot open up to the big tent this year?
Nope.
Wow.
It was empty the whole season.
Oh, and there's the haircut spot. Is that the only one?
I don't know. Well, what would I know about haircut spots?
Oh, yeah.
Zero. Nothing.
Gotcha. I'm hoping in a week or so I'll be able to cut mine.
Oh,
This isn't the DG Market.
no, it isn't. It's Patty's Propane, which I go to all the time.
I'm like, why are we going to Patty's?
The guy behind me just thinks I'm a total jerk, and he might be right.
Yeah, whatever. He can think what he wants.
He didn't honk or anything, so he was being
Yeah.
nice. But that was a sort of a not too great a move on my part. So this is DG Market.
Okay. Looks like there's a party going on here with vans.
And there's the the bookstore with that.
Are they still open?
Yeah, but the guy that
He died.
yeah. I'll be right back.
We're gonna
Okay,
wait here,
kids.
kid. You taking the microphone with you? You leaving the camera on?
I'll leave the microphone.
Okay. So let's find out what egg prices are here at the DG Market.
What I found.
What'd you find? A nickel? Quarter. Well, you're gonna have a great day. Whoops. Careful there, Kipster. Alright, so I have no idea which way the camera's facing at this point. This is my first time to the DG Market. And I just kind of assumed that Reader's Oasis bookstore would go out of business when the guy that owned it died. He used to go around in the store with nothing on but a sock on his wee-wee. Crocheted, I think. And that was all he wore. He was pretty old. Been around for a while. I wonder who's who owns the bookstore now. You're very alert, Kit. You are. You're very alert. So I know Rob's talked about it before, but he's got this new stereo system head unit in his truck with a screen that's probably about 12 inches. It looks like it's, well, maybe not quite 12. Looks like it's about the same size, maybe slightly smaller than the one that was in my Ram 1500. And it's kind of cool the way it came. It's got integrated controls for the climate control system and some other functions below it that replaced a whole bunch of stuff in his original unit. So pretty cool. And speaking of temperatures, we are 78 degrees outside now according to the truck, and it's supposed to be getting up into the 80s, I think, starting tomorrow, and pretty hot, more like 86, 87 toward the end of the week, I think. So that'll be exciting. Makes me really grateful that I'm in a boot and not in a cast, because when I'm just, resting on my sofa, I can take the boot off and just elevate my foot, as long as I'm not moving around. Whereas, casts can be itchy and sweaty and really uncomfortable. So just another thing to be grateful for. Hard to believe we're in the last week of February coming up already. Time flies. And my plan had been to go to the Escapees Escapade in Tucson. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. That starts like March 16th. I'm still going to be in the boot. And I don't know that I'm going to be able to cover that much distance yet to be able to walk around an affair like that. I might be out of things to talk about. I know that's hard to believe. Oh, well, this is really nice. I just got a notification that a YouTube channel called Jailbait and Tackle Outdoors shared my video about T-Mobile's Starlink beta plan and how to sign up for it. And here's what they had to say. I did some in-person research today and am on the beta test list. Nobody at T-Mobile seems to know much about it, to be honest. This lady, referring to me, seems to know more than T-Mobile. If you have more knowledge and information, please share with me. Well, that was nice. So I'm going to comment on his video. Glad you found it useful. And guys, we all love getting comments and shares and stuff.
Sally, you're going to be impressed.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Sally.
You got vegetables?
I got
How much were eggs?
They didn't have any. I'll have.
Wow.
And he wasn't really, I asked him how much, and he wasn't really sure.
Kit, could you stop? No, I gotta give you wet willies. I got to give you wet willies, Rob.
You didn't like talk a bunch of political smack or anything when I was gone, did you?
What are the chances? Let's see. I think there were 2, slim and none. I did just read them the caption or the description that somebody put that shared my video about the T-Mobile Starlink beta test.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that he actually went to T-Mobile in person, and they didn't seem to know much about it. And he said, and this lady, referring to me because he shared my video, seems to know way more than anybody else.
So I guess I'm not really completely familiar. Is it a beta test to use Starlink for all calls, or just when you're not, for emergencies like they do on the iPhone?
Well, I would say you could watch the video, but I'll give you the brief synopsis. And basically what it is T-Mobile has partnered with Starlink. They are now in the beta test phase until July. Anybody on any carrier can join the beta test.
Right.
So whether you're on Verizon or AT&T or T-Mobile, you can join T-Mobile's beta test for free until they're finished with the beta testing phase in July, and then you can pay for it. And initially, as they're rolling this out, it will be just texting, and then they will introduce calling, and eventually they'll introduce data.
But under what circumstances?
All of them.
All circumstances. So
Yeah.
you no longer need a cell connection.
A direct cell connection.
Right.
Yeah.
Because right now with an iPhone, you know, if
It's
you're
like emergency.
well, it's not even emergency anymore. You can just plain text
Really?
for free. Yeah, I've done it.
I missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can text for free as long as you got to be in that where the iPhone
SOS?
shows SOS,
Yeah.
and then you can text for free.
Cool. That's good to know. Yeah, because that's why I got the iPhone 14 as soon as it came out, was because it was just introducing that capability to make satellite text in an emergency at that point. And I wanted something on the off chance that I found myself with no signal. So I think some people think that this will also replace the need for Starlink, and I don't think that's going to be true.
They'd be shooting themselves in the foot.
Right. So I think that it's going to be deprioritized data. You know, you'll get a slower reaction on data speeds. I think that there'll be probably an introduced latency in addition, which means it won't be any good at all for things like gaming. And
Or conference calls.
Or conference calls, yeah. Forget Zooming in a high latency situation. Because Starlink is not going to put themselves out of business by partnering with T-Mobile.
No.
But you can still go watch the video. It's only 7.5 minutes.
So we'll do a drive-by on Deborah's meetup, so you can say hi, and I can pick up my chair.
Perfect. Perfect, huh, kid? You gonna go sit back with Dottie? Yeah, I didn't think so. I'm gonna move the money for you so that you can sit there. There we go. There we go. Kid, don't give Rob kisses while he's driving. Nope, 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 stop. Good boy.
55.
Stay alive.
So those of you that don't know, I've mentioned Roadrunner a few times, and we're not referring to the market, we're referring to south, a couple miles south of the LTVA where I stay, is the Roadrunner BLM area, and that's where Deborah is. It's a 2-week free area.
And do you know what the mile marker is?
No.
99. So if you have trouble seeing the sign for, what is it, 53rd something?
53rd.
Place, street, avenue, something, I can't remember. But if you watch the mileposts, when you pass milepost 99 going south, you'll know you're getting close to the turn.
Well, the big sign is they have a turn lane. It's pretty obvious. That's how I spot it.
Hey, thanks for the links. Sit. Good boy. How those toenails feel now, Kit?
So what was the, I guess I really didn't understand what the double nail was in the back, or what is that all about?
So he's
and
got,
why did it hurt so much?
because he actually has 2 toenails in one of his dew claws.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they're partially grown together and partially not, so they're harder to cut.
Yeah.
And she was going for it pretty short, and I think that's why it hurt. But yeah, she would have been better off hitting that part last. Because that really did get him ramped up pretty good. Kit, sit please.
But I noticed as ramped up and as kind of aggressive as he got, he wasn't going to bite me.
No.
And he had ample opportunity too.
Yep. Well, he pretty much trusts you. Don't you? And you really should watch the video that I just put out.
I
We
will.
ran around all week.
I saw it, and I've like, I'll look at that later kind of thing, because I wasn't particularly interested in the T-Mobile Starlink thing.
Oh no, I mean the one on Savoyas Lake where you ran around.
Oh, okay.
That might be really fun in the headset too, because the scenery was very cool. We had a good view of Mount Katahdin. I think that's how you say it.
So what's the deal with this 53rd Street out in the middle of the desert? Where's 51st and
Second
if you
and
say
54th?
54th? Where are they?
Good
That's
question.
pretty strange.
It is very strange.
Have you ever driven out there?
No.
I mean, where does it go?
I don't know. We could find out.
I guess we could. If you're comfortable.
I'm not uncomfortable.
Okay.
Yet.
Well, then maybe we'll check it out, because I got plenty of gas. And Dottie's. Can you see what Dottie's doing? Sleeping.
What
probably.
Dottie always does.
Sleeping.
Yeah. Dottie's being daddy dog. What's Kit doing? He's being alert because the world needs more alerts, right? Isn't that right?
There's 100, so what does that mean? Can anyone do the math?
Oh, we just passed 100?
Yeah. So the math would say, my advanced skills say 1 mile.
Oh, mile 100. I thought
Mile
you meant,
marker 100.
I thought you said street. I thought you meant street 100.
No, mile
Gotcha,
marker
okay.
100. So,
Because I didn't think I'd seen any other street number signs at all.
no, none. As you go down here, you'll see there is a big open area with a turn that's kind of a false flag for it, but it's not the real place to turn. You got to look for that turn lane. There's my false flag right there, thinking this is it here, and it's not. It's up here. You can see that car up there is in the turn lane.
Fair number of people out there, though. So your false flag is at mile 99.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't look real closely, but it looked like they were further down the road than we have been in previous years. When I looked at the pin that she
Yeah.
dropped.
I was coming back with the pizza yesterday. You know, they're all hungry and waiting for me to come, and they see me coming. I was thinking to just keep going. But it would have been not any good, because everyone would have, people that know me there would have known immediately what I was doing, and that would have kind of ruined it. Lisa was there, so wouldn't have gotten away with it.
Do you know where Tim is down here?
Nope.
Do not enter when flooded. It's a little bit surprising that people need to be told that.
Yeah. lots of people drown,
Yeah.
you know, doing that. It's not here. It's a little further. I had a fifth wheel marked for where not to turn, but that guy's gone.
Well, it's kind of like saying, oh yeah, turn left where the green barn used to be. Yeah, don't use rigs for landmarks.
Oh, this is the fifth wheel turn that you don't take. So it's after this one. They're over there.
Oh, I see them.
I only see a couple people out there.
Is this trailer with them, or is that somebody else?
No, I think that's one of them. I'm not sure though. Now they're gonna wonder. He is driving by this time. Only because I want your side
Right.
so you can talk to them. Is it just one person
It looks
sitting
like there's
out
only
there?
one person outside. Oh, maybe
here they are.
2, 3. Don't start, Kit. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Uh-uh. Uh-uh.
Where the heck is everybody? Hey, Bear. Hi, Bear.
off walking.
I know, you can say hi. Sorry. It's
Hi,
his
Bear.
big hello.
Hi, Bear.
I'm telling you though, Rob, he only does that with people he knows and likes. Otherwise, he does.
There's a big dog, Mom. There's a dog.
So Sally, I brought Sally, but she's on crutches and she's exhausted. She can't get out.
I was gonna say, I can put Bear in the house.
No, she can't get out. She wanted to say hi.
I could try.
Yep. And then Lonnie from Crafty Traveler, I don't know if you know her, she was parked not very far away from me. She was a physical therapist before she retired, and we've known each other for a few years. She came over and looked at it, and she said, I've got some athletic tape. You want me to tape that up and get a little support and compression on it while you figure out what you want to do? Because I didn't want to go to the hospital. It was Friday evening, and I'm thinking, first of all, Friday night in New York, bad idea. And secondly, I wasn't sure it was broken, and even if it was, I was so swollen they weren't going to do anything about it. So I waited until Saturday morning when I was sure it was broken at that point.
There's Deborah and Cece.
Good.
Yeah, and like you say, they won't do anything that all swollen.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys, we have made it. Said hi to everybody. We're going back to camp. So I'm going to end this video, and I was just saying I've got about 2 hours of footage here. I've got some work to do to cut this down. And I'm anxious to see how much Sally and I talked at the same time at the water place. That'll be
Probably
funny.
plenty.
Pretty funny.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow.